Why is the 3.2 V6A3 in the unit? Some of you may remember this car appearing on the channel a few years ago. So let's rewind it back 3 years back to when we bidded and won the car unseen from Scotland. To collect this car, we had to catch 2 trains from the Midlands, and from the station in Scotland, we took an Uber to pick up the car from the middle of nowhere. The guy at the salvage yard was super friendly and helpful.
Aye, this car, good car. Good car, yeah. Oh, good car. Tell you about that.
When he handed over the car, he claimed it wasn't stock. Maybe he knew more about the car.
Not modified, not stock. Wow. Third, second. Whoa!
We drove the car all the way back to the HQ, which was a full day's driving and an absolute pleasure in this V6. The car made it back with flying colours. As most of you who watched the channel for the past few years will know, we bought too many cars, and this amazing car has taken a backseat for quite a while.
As you can see, all the cars have gone. It's all vanished.
Now we have sold most of the cars. We are now down to about 11. So now it's time to get grips with the 3.2 V6. There's no more coolant left. This is completely empty. What we're going to do now is basically take apart the grille. So we're going to attempt to get the radiator out from underneath the Audi. There we go. You can probably have a look from here. That pipe needs to come off. I don't know what the hell this is, yeah, but you gotta take this piece out. Alright, we got the fan out. Look how heavy this is.
Heavy?
Yeah, hold it.
That is a heavy fan.
Now we got the fan out, we got space to shut the radiator. Let's have a look.
Kill you out.
See any leaking? No. After inspecting the car for the first time in a couple of years, we realised it needs a brand new radiator. So in order to take the old one off, it required us to remove the old front end. Not the greatest installation, but hey, German whips for ya. Finally, out with the old and in with the new. We realised that you have to bolt the radiator onto the condenser, then attach the coolant pipes along with the front end. This required T10 bolts top to bottom and the headlights, and lastly the front bumper. Okay, now we finally have to get the Audi S3 Toyota Sora to get the V6 3.2 out to give it a clean, a wash and a very good detail. We can get it up to speed. Let's go. The water's going to stay the way it is. We're going to start the car up, let the water go through the radiator to the new radiator and to the engine.
The first start on the V6. Let's go.
Alright, let's go. It's running great so far, there's no leaks. It's all running perfectly well. Unfortunately, this is what happens to a car when you leave it neglected for a long time. As you can see, it starts to catch leaves, branches, dirt, and even start growing a small forest. It's starting to grow plants, this car is. It's got to be the most filthiest car we've ever had on the channel. Worst of all, mold in the car. I mean, it was virtually everywhere. And now we've got to clean all the mold up. So we're going to use the multiple tools. We're going to use a steamer to steam up all the interior, and we're going to hoover it, we're going to clean it, we're going to do the best that we can. So I'm not a detailer by any means, but we're going to give it a try. We get to work vacuuming the whole car and soon realise we need to deep clean the interior using a steam cleaner. This not only removes the dirt but kills the bacteria at the same time. Now it's time to get the 3.2 V6 inside the unit so we can give it a deep clean. Nothing but a better sound than V6. Makes such a big difference. To finalize the interior, we used Auto Gleam leather cleaner and Care Balm to increase and restore the seats to give them the TLC they always needed.
I'll agitate it with the brush. It's just like the dirt that's baked into the seat, really.
We even steamed that as well.
That's already gone a bit
that.
whiter than that there. So you apply it generously. You don't need to do too much, but you don't do too little because otherwise it won't do anything.
That's crazy results. So every little detail counts in this car, and that's what we're trying to bring in this car. We don't want it perfect, but we're going to try our best. Once we've got the V6 in the unit, what we're going to do is jack it up and give this car an oil change. Got some 5W30. It takes 5.5 litres. That's a lot for a petrol car these days. Just before we take the oil out, we decided to give the car a bit of a run. Let the oil get a bit warmer. So when it does come out, it doesn't come out all sludgy. It gets every single old oil out of the car. It's time to get under it. Right then lads, let's get the oil out. There we go. We got them all. Now once all this drains out, we'll drop the car down, make sure it's fully leveled out, put the fresh oil in.
Got a nice little...
Fantastic. Work get done right, does that? Out with the old one, in with the new.
You ready for more bartender skills? Perfect.
Now the oil's in, we're going to give the car a start. So we let it run for about 10 to 20 minutes and then we'll turn it off and then we'll check the oil level to see if it's gone down. There's another problem with this car, and that's the bonnet. It doesn't even close. I'll show you right now. It just won't close. Either fix this or get a brand new one, which we have got a second-hand one. So now we've got this, so what we're going to do is take that off and then put this one in there, and that should solve the bonnet issue. Not good. Why temperamental things on old German cars is what happened. The bonnet hatch is connected with 3 bolts and a wire that is connected behind the bumper that tells you if the bonnet is closed or open. Now that the new second-hand bonnet latch is on the bonnet, let's see if it works. Happy days. Let's move on to the next bit of the V6. We now steam clean the engine bay. This was definitely needed and the clean made a big difference. She's out after hard, clean fixing. It's finally on the road now. Go for a POV drive and see what it drives.
Sounds good.
Come on, bro. V6 power. It's nippy. Germans out today. They come out to play. Come on.
I like that.
It was raining for the past whole week, and today, the day we're gonna drive it, the weather comes out. It's a shame that we're gonna be giving this car away. One of you can win this. Just get some fuel in this bad boy. It's only been a minute, and we are gonna do some POV drives eventually, but this video was dedicated to getting this car back on the road and just embracing the car after all the work that we did. Let's enjoy it. What was it turned off for?
Customer information, put back the nozzle and try it, please.
Okay, we're gonna go for a test drive and show you what this car is actually like.
Sounds good, Jim.
Almost like a Lambo, bro. We're almost there. Just
Half the engine.
just another six cylinders, and that's it. It's handling good as well.
It sounds similar to the R8 V8.
Yeah, to be honest, a lot of people say that V6 is one of the best sounding cars this is. Nice, smooth.
Feels smooth.
Flies through the gears. It don't feel fast, but when you watch the miles per hour. That's sport mode. That's it. they say when you get a downpipe, I did want to do it, but then if I was giving it away, people will have MOT problems and passing it. That's why I didn't want to do it. But I think you get about 15 brake horsepower gain with or 20 brake horsepower gain. Stuff gets NA. It drives so good, I love it. Yeah, whoever gets this car next, this car is a beast, you know, for a natural aspirated V6. I think my favourite thing about this car is the 360 lost traction. It ticks all the boxes. DSG, it's got heated seats, cruise control. Wow. You have no problem overtaking people in this. First gear. With the traction, can you turn the traction up? Right? There you go. You guys are lucky whoever wins this car, because it's not a joke. It's a beautiful car, this is. Shift the gears. Bam! Goodbye Peugeot, get yourself a German car. Bam, that's enough. I guess that new radiator is doing a good job. All the temp's good. All that thrashing, I put 20 quid in, it's 45 miles, 40 miles. Sport mode. There you go. And then if you want to, you can manually do it here. So look, drop the gears, go, change gear, bam, that's it.
So sequential.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, that sounds good, you know.
It just needed a good drive, and now this car is purring like a kitten. Alright guys, behind me is the Audi A3 3.2 V6 Beast. One of you guys can win this on raffle for £2. Yes, £2, and you can win this beast of a car. I wanted to keep it as a project car, but now it's time to give back to you guys, to the subscribers. So hopefully one of you can win this for £2, make the most of it. Also, minimum requirement of 1,000 tickets. The odds are small, so £2, 1,000 tickets. I want you guys to win it, and hopefully I can meet one of you lucky winners. I've always wanted to give back to one of you guys, and also it'll help me in return. Just from now on, just giving more project cars to you guys, but better builds, better cars. Maybe in the future I might be giving away the Toyota Sora. Bigger the better. I've also got a couple of dirt bikes. Like I said, it's all about giving back and just growing non-stop. So stay tuned on this one again. Grab yourself a ticket, it's only £2, and you can win this marvelous car. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next video. May the Almighty bless each and every one of you. Peace.